The PDP appears to be caught in a familiar crisis, a brewing storm of mistrust and leadership that could shake the party to its very foundation. And this is to say that most of the fresh crises rocking the party are not necessarily the ones inflicted by outsiders, but rather self-inflicted pains by aggrieved members of the PDP. For a start, some aggrieved leaders of the People's Democratic Party in the Northwest Zone have rejected the reported endorsement of former Minister of Special Duties Khabeeb Turaki as the region's consensus candidate for national chairman ahead of the party's convention. Speaking at a press conference in Abuja, the PDP National Organizing Secretary Umar Bature, who spoke on behalf of the zone's stakeholders, described the endorsement as unilateral and lacking legitimacy. On Wednesday, the chairman of the PDP National Convention Organizing Committee and Adamawa State Governor Amadou Fintiri announced that Khabeeb Turaki had been adopted as the consensus choice of northern leaders and governors, including those from the Northwest region. He, however, added that any aspirant dissatisfied with the decision could still contest. Bature, however, clarified that the Northwest had not met to take such a decision, insisting that the zone will soon present its own preferred candidate. Meanwhile, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has warned PDP governors that their strategy of excluding him from key party decisions will only lead to the party's collapse. Wike, who gave the warning at a monthly live media parley in Abuja, expressed his frustration at being sidelined from major consultations despite his long-standing influence in the PDP. Well, to help us take a look at PDP and the many troubles within, especially in the Northwest geopolitical zone at the moment, we have joining us from Kano, Senator Mustapha Khabeeb. He represents Jigawa Southwest Senatorial District at the National Assembly on the platform of the People's Democratic Party. So good to have you, Senator. I got to understand that you are one of those...
Glad to be here with you.
Thank you so much. I got to understand that you're one of those aggrieved people from the Northwest geopolitical zone who do not subscribe to the endorsement of Khabeeb Turaki as the consensus PDP chairmanship candidate ahead of Ibadan in November. What's been your view?
Well, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to clarify the position. We met under the guidance of Governor Fintiri of Adamawa State as the chairman of the National Convention Committee. The northern governors and the northern stakeholders, I'm part of that meeting. We held a meeting in Adamawa State Liaison Office, and we agreed to shift positions from North Central to Northwest, and Northwest to Northeast, and Northeast to North Central. And after some time, the people in North Central wanted to retain the position of the chairmanship. But the governors insisted that, well, their time is up, so it is the turn of another zone in the north. So it was zoned to Northwest, together along with other positions. There were macro zones to the Northwest. So, and all these positions, the stakeholders of each zone are supposed to sit down and micro-zone the positions because there are not enough to go around all the states in that particular zone. So the positions zoned to the Northwest are not enough to go around seven states. So we agreed. I asked the governor of Zamfara State pointedly that we should meet the following day to decide on this position. He told me that he is traveling that day. We should hold the meeting on Wednesday when he returns. We agreed. We parted. Then we were told that the meeting has been postponed until Thursday. And we were at the meeting on Thursday, and then we were told also that meeting has been postponed until further notice. So we never met in the Northwest to decide on any particular candidate. We never met on the Northwest to decide on any particular position that we are macro-zoned to the Northwest. So that's the position, and that's why we were at the meeting and we were told the governor was not there, and we were told that it has been suspended. So we feel it is not gentlemanly at all. We should be told. We are stakeholders. I am a member of the National Working Committee. I am a member of board of trustees. I am a senator in the National Assembly. So by virtue of all these positions, I should be a critical stakeholder in the meeting. But we were never consulted. So no Northwest never interfered in the affairs of other those. There is no reason why governors from Northeast will come and decide for us in the Northwest. We should be allowed to nominate who we feel is capable and competent to lead this party to progress, to success.
All right.
That's our position.
All right. So, and have you been consulting with the chairman of the convention committee, including that's Governor Fintri, who was there, and then, of course, including the outgoing chairman, Umar Damagum? Have you been consulting with Bala Mohammed, to the chairman of the Governors Forum? Because from your statement, it looks like you are indicting these three, top key stakeholders who are all from the northeast, of trying to impose someone for the northwest.
They abstain us. They abstain us. Look, I was representing the Senate on behalf of the Deputy Minority Leader on the Convention Committee, and we met a number of times with Governor Fintri. We inspected the officers allotted at the Legacy House together. And at the meeting, the Northern Caucus meeting, Governor Fintri was there. He was carrying the meeting. Governor Bala was there. He was sitting by the side of Governor Fintri. We were all there. We were all there. So the decision to zone these positions was announced. There was a lot of haggling between the North Central and the chairman. And at the end, they were convinced to let go of the position of the chairman, because they were saying, IU spent only 1 year, so they need to complete their 4 years. But they were convinced to let go, and they let go. So it was an open meeting.
All right.
It was no secret. If we were told at that meeting that the proposed person was there and we adopted him all, you won't see us complaining. But as stakeholders, critical stakeholders of the Northwest, there's no reason why you give us something with right hand and take it back with the left hand. That's exactly what happened. And we are appealing to them to reconsider their position. Because if it is zoned to us, we should be allowed to select who we feel is capable of handling the affairs of this party.
All right. Not only the national chairman alone was zoned to you, to the Northwest, we also have that of the Deputy National Auditor and the National Legal Advisor, to which I hear that some of you who are aggrieved were asked to nominate some people into these positions. How true is that?
Well, who is asking us to nominate? We are supposed to sit down. We are not interested in that. We want to nominate our choice for the national leadership of the party. Persons we are not short of capable hands in the Northwest.
All right.
So we should be allowed to choose. The chairman Northeast, the governor of Northeast, or Bala or Pochi, said they have no right to select a person for us. As much as we don't have right to nominate anybody from their zone, we should be allowed to do this.
But we have other top leaders who backed that. I mean, if you look at the visuals, actually, we have the likes of Ahmed Makarfi, former governor of Kaduna State, being at that meeting with other leaders, although I had the former governors, Sule Lamido from your state was not there. But, I mean, you have some key stakeholders from the Northwest, too. So why should they listen to Bature, only you, too? I mean, could it be that someone is also behind you? Because we hear that it's some people that are sponsoring you to actually kick against this decision, this consensus decision of Kabiru Turaki.
Well, maybe the people who are telling you that are the people who are sponsoring others. If you know me, I stand by what I say. And I say my mind expressly. And I don't miss words. You see, McCarthy was there, but he told them. He walked out of it. He walked out of the meeting. He didn't wait. If you check the visuals, he was not there. He was not there.
Well, I mean, we saw the visuals initially. I mean, maybe it could be that it was when they actually started the meeting.
He attended the meeting, but he was there and he told them that it is not proper. Some people were even insinuating that he is the secretary of the
all right.
He resigned his appointment. He's resigned his appointment as secretary.
All right, Senator Khabeeb, what exactly is wrong with the choice of Kabiru Tanimu Turaki? I mean, he comes from the Northwest. He's from Kebbi State. He's been a former minister and all of that. What problems do you and your group have with Tanimu Turaki?
It's not my group. It's not my group. If all the chairmen, PDP chairman in the Northwest Zone were with us in that press conference. So it's not us. It's not a question of us. Bature addressed the conference because he is a member of the National Working Committee and he is the National Organizing Secretary of the party. That's why he addressed the press conference at that time. So it is not a question. I'm not looking for anything now in my life. I'm accomplished. But I want fairness. I want fairness. If the people are financed to do things, I am above that, please.
All right. And then the issues we have ahead of the convention is that the Northwest has to put its house together or else risk, turbulence. If Kabiru Tanimu Turaki eventually becomes the consensus candidate and is adopted, what then happens to some of your agitations?
Which consensus are you talking about? P3 and the Bala consensus or what?
Some of your leaders were there. Governor of Zamfara State was at that meeting.
Who are the leaders?
Are you saying that Governor of Zamfara State is not a leader in the Northwest?
He was ambushed. Zamfara governor was ambushed. He was only told.
And he didn't object to it?
He was not aware of it. He was not part. Look, he was overwhelmed. So there was nothing he could do. He was ambushed.
And so what happens if indeed Kabiru Tanimu Turaki eventually becomes the PDP national chairman? On November 15th to 16th, what exactly do you intend to do? Or would you want to fight for your rights and go to court before the convention even holds?
We are not going to court. We are not going to court. We are going, this is an internal matter, it's a party matter, and we should solve this part within the party amicably. If we want to succeed as a party, unless we want to kill the party, if that's the game plan, it's okay.
And who is your preferred candidate for the national chairmanship, by the way?
You see, we have capable people. McCarthy is there. He was at one time interim chairman. Senator Audi is there from Katsina. Bell Lamido is there. These are all capable people. They are tested. They held positions in the party. Audi was the national secretary of the party. And McCarthy was the national chairman of the party. So how can you talk somebody who is new? He is new. He is a good politician. Go back to Kepi and find out if Kepi chairman was there. He was at the press conference. So if he's not accepted at home, you want to impose him at the national level?
And there are talks that it's part of the move ahead of Jonathan's declaration to contest the 2027 presidency, so that the move by some of these groups, including Bala Mohammed and all of that, is to ensure that Jonathan gets the PDP ticket. I mean, have you been hearing anything like that?
Well, I haven't had anything like that. I have been reading in the papers that Jonathan, I have worked with President Jonathan. I was in the House of Representatives when Jonathan was president. I have worked with him. I have campaigned for him.
And just before I let you go, Senator.
And I wouldn't do it again.
And just before I let you go, Senator, talk to us about what we've been hearing generally about this convention and the talks here and there that Wike may actually be behind your group. And he feels aggrieved that he's not being consulted. I mean, just like he said at the media chat. And that Umar Bature, you know, has his, he's been sanctioned by Wike to actually express his grievances since leaders like you are not being consulted too.
You see, whoever told you that is a person who was working in cohort with Wike before to settle the party. And now they are falling apart and he's making allegations against us. We are genuine party members. We are founders. We are found members of this party. We are not convertees like others.
All right, interesting conversation here we've had with you.
So we are genuinely concerned. We are concerned about the survival of our party, and we want our party to succeed at the next elections.
All right, we can only wish you the best as you continue with your agitation, but we must thank you so much, Senator Musa.